Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing, Prescott, caught by Cobb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mike. 59. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now from the 50. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Gerald McCoy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
Ready.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Watch the screen. Gun. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 20. Here we go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and goal. The Cowboys 4-yard line.
56. 56, right there.
After the run, Newton going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Set. Look at it. 56 is the mic. Sponge. No. Jack. Hey, alert 3. Gun. No.
McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam, slam, slam. Chance. Express.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Great. Right here. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the slap. Express.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton, that's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Check, 180. Gun. Check, 55 to Mike. Come on, G. Mike, F.O. 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Express. 55, Mike, 55.
From the gun, here's Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he fields it cleanly. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for the 1st down. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. Lucky. 20. Alert 3.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Ready? Look at it. Watch it, it's our time. Express! Ready?
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cost.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go. Here we go, 46. Hey, count. 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
20.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Austin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Wide, get wide. Check.
This is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Prescott now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day. I'm here. Express! Great. 56. Check 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make
Here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
McCaffrey. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's Elliott, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Six yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Here we go. Check, 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 check.
give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.